Spend less time posting, more time connecting. See how AI can automate your social media with captivating content. Check out the links in the description if you would like to get all the resources used to build the social media posts automation. Tools we need to set up the automatic social media posts creation are Make.com. Make.com to automate the workflows. You can create a free account with Make. With free account, you will get 2 free active scenarios and 1000 free operations that is sufficient for creating social media posts automation. You can import the template I provided in the description so that you don't have to start from the scratch. You'll need to create a Google Sheet that has this article links URL. It will have just one column. Then you will be needing Perplexity AI API key. I made a separate video how to create API key for Perplexity AI. You can refer to that in the video description. You will also need Claude AI API key. I made a separate video with the title how to create API key for Claude AI. You can refer to the link in the video description. We'll need OpenAI API key as well and organization ID. I made a separate video with the title how to create OpenAI API key. You can refer to the link in the video description. The social media account details you want to post like your Facebook, your Instagram, X and LinkedIn. Make sure you have some credit balance in all your API key accounts. You can top off your API key accounts with minimum balance like $5 and you'll be able to use that for a long time. Gather all above details beforehand because if you don't provide all necessary details, you may not be able to save your make scenario. As I mentioned earlier, you will create a Google spreadsheet that has one column and it will have links to articles which we will summarize and post to our social media accounts using Make Automation workflow. Now we are going to create our Make workflow automation that posts content into your social media accounts. I have provided the Make template which you can adapt and change as per your requirement. Once you have downloaded the Make template, you can log into your Make account. Here you see I am logged into my Make account. Click on this create a new scenario button. Then click on this 3 dots and then click on this import blueprint. Then click this choose file and navigate to the directory where you have downloaded the Make template. Select the template file and then click on this open button. Once the file is selected here, click on this save button. You can see the model has been imported here. Once you import the model, you'll have to make few settings adjustments before you can use it with your own accounts. I will walk you through the model so that you will be able to make the necessary settings adjustments. First, we need to define a trigger that starts the Make workflow automation. Here we are using the Google Sheet module that looks for a new row in the spreadsheet that triggers the automation. Click on this module. I am already connected with my account to this Google Sheet. In your case, you will have to click on this add button or you may see a create a connection button here. Once you click on this add button, you will see create a connection pop-up dialog box. You can give any name to the connection. I'm just typing in TestCon. Then click on this sign in with Google. On the next pop-up, select the Gmail that you want to connect which stores this Google Sheet. Follow the prompts to allow Make to establish a connection to your Google Sheet. Once the connection is established, you will see this dialog box. You can leave these values as they are, search method, drive, and then click on this spreadsheet ID field and the list will get refreshed. Then select your spreadsheet from the list. Other values like sheet name, table contains headers, row with headers, limit, you can leave them at their default values and then click on this OK button. Next, click on this Perplexity AI module. Click on the create a connection button or this add button. Here I am already connected to my Perplexity AI account. You can give any name to the connection, then copy paste your API key and then click this save button. Once the connection is established, you will see this dialog box. I have selected Llama 3 Sonar Small 32K online model, but you can click on this drop down box and select the model as per your choice. Perplexity AI is a large language model which has access to internet. We are passing the article URL and we are instructing it to read that article and produce a summarized output. Here we are asking it to summarize this article and we are giving the article link. Here we are telling Perplexity AI to assume the role of a user. We also have other options like assistant and system. The max tokens and temperature, you can leave them as it is. No need to change anything here. And then click this OK button. Once the summarized article is produced by Perplexity AI, we want to post that article to our different social media accounts. In this video, we will be posting to Facebook, Instagram, X and LinkedIn accounts. Next is the router module so that we can have multiple execution paths to post to as many social media accounts as we want. Here you can add more branches as well by clicking this plus button. Currently we are utilizing 4 branches. For this first branch, we will use Claude AI module to create a post for the Facebook account. Click on this Claude module, then either click on the create a connection if you see that, or click on this add button. Then you will see create a connection dialog box pop up. You can give any name to this connection and here copy paste your Claude AI API key and then click this save button to establish connection to the Claude AI. You will see this dialog box once the connection is established. Again, for the model, I am selecting the highest model Claude 3 Opus, but there are other choices available that you can select from. You can leave max tokens at 3000. We are instructing Claude to assume the role of a user here. There is another option, assistant, but we are using user here. Under content type, we have text and we also have image, but we are using text here. Then we are giving the prompt to Claude on how to generate the social media post for Facebook account. Here we are saying act as a social media manager and generate a Facebook post and few more details here. Here is the summary of the article that is provided by the previous module. Then click this OK button. For this second branch, we will use OpenAI module. Click on this OpenAI module. Here I already established a connection, but you will connect to your own OpenAI account. Click on create a connection or this add button. You can give any name to the connection and then copy paste your API key and organization ID that we have gathered earlier and then click this save button. Then you will see this dialog box after the connection is established successfully. We are selecting create a chat completion here, and for the model we are using this GPT-4 1106. There are other models are also available. You can choose them if you want to. And for the role, we are asking it to assume user. We also have system and assistant as other options. And here you can see the prompt that we are giving to the OpenAI module to generate our Instagram post. You can modify this prompt as per your requirement if you don't like the output generated by the post. You can leave max tokens as it is. Then click on this OK button. We will also generate an image for the Instagram post. For that, click on this module and choose the OpenAI connection that you already created for the previous module. Under the model, we are selecting DALL-E 3. We have DALL-E 2 also as another option. Here you see we are giving it a prompt to generate a photorealistic image about the content will be supplied by the previous OpenAI module. Based on what is provided in the content, it will generate an image. And we are asking it to produce only the image without any text. There is no 100% guarantee that it won't put any text on the image, but this will help to just output only the image without the text. Most of the times, if it puts any text on the image, the text will not be spelled properly. That is the reason we are asking it to produce only the image without the text. You can tweak the prompt until you are satisfied with the image produced. Then click on this OK button. For the third branch, we will use OpenAI module. Click on this OpenAI module and then click on create a connection or click on this add button. If you want to establish a connection, then you can give any name to your OpenAI connection and then paste in the API key and organization ID if necessary. But since you already created the connection earlier to OpenAI, you'll be able to select the connection in this drop down box. Once you establish a connection, you will see these other fields. Again, for the select method, we are using create a chat completion, and for the model, we are using GPT-4. We are asking it to assume the role of a user. We have other options like system and assistant, but we are selecting user role here. Here you can review the prompt for the Twitter post and change it if necessary. We are saying it has a 280 character limit, and then we are asking it to produce plain text only. So we have provided the content from the previous module here. You can leave 2500 as max tokens and then click on this OK button. For the fourth branch, we will use Claude AI again. Click on this Claude AI module and then select the connection that you have created earlier by clicking this drop down box. Again, we are using the Claude 3 Opus as the model, and then you can leave 3500 as max tokens. Scroll down, and then here again we are using user as the role and content type as text. We also have image option here. Then we are giving the prompt to Claude on how to generate the social media post for our LinkedIn account. Review this prompt and make any changes if necessary. Then click this OK button. The last remaining step is to connect to our social media accounts. Click on this Facebook page module. You will see create a connection option here, or click on this add button here. You can give any name you want to this connection and then click on this save button. Then follow the prompts to establish the connection. Once the connection is established, you will see this dialog box. Click on this page drop down and select your Facebook page. Then click on this OK button. Next, click on this Instagram for Business module. Here I already have a connection to my Instagram for Business. You may see create a connection option here, or you click on this add button here. You will be connecting to your own Instagram account. You can also choose the Facebook connection that you created earlier and establish the connection to Facebook. Once you establish the connection, you will see this dialog box. Click on this page drop down and connect it to your own page here. And this photo URL will be filled from the previous image generation module. There is no need for you to change anything here. Scroll down. In the caption field, we will have post generated in earlier OpenAI module. There is no need to change anything as they are already populated for you. Then click on this OK button. Now click on this X, which is earlier Twitter module, and connect it to your own X account. Here I am already connected to my X account. You may see create a connection option here, or click on this add button. Give any name here you want for this connection, and then you will have to have client ID and client secret in order to connect to X account. Once you give those values, click on this save button. The text content field will have the post content from the previous OpenAI module. Then click on this OK button. Now click on this LinkedIn module to connect it to your own LinkedIn account. You will see create a connection option here, or click on this add button. You can give any name here for the LinkedIn connection and then click on this save button and follow the prompts to establish the connection to your LinkedIn account. Once the connection is established, you will see this box. The content field will have the text from the previous Claude module. You can leave the other fields, media type, visibility, pre-distribution as they are. Then click on this OK button. Once you finish configuring all the modules here, click on this save button to save your whole scenario. Now we can schedule our scenario to run at a specified interval. You can choose the interval that you are comfortable with. You can click on this one, and then in the run scenario field, you can click on this drop down box and then select the frequency as per your requirement. I'm selecting here every day, and time you can choose as per your convenience. I selected every day at 9 a.m. Then click this OK button to save your schedule settings. We can now test our scenario to see everything is working as expected. Click on this run once button to execute the scenario. You can see the scenario is running. Here you can see the entire scenario ran successfully. Green letters below the module mean the module ran successfully. We can also examine the module output by clicking on this magnifying glass icon. It is also possible to send the posts to your Google Drive document so that you can review it before you post to your social media accounts for the first few runs. Or you can also email those posts to your email account to make sure they are up to your expectations. For example, I can click on this magnifying glass icon and then examine the output that is produced. Here you see this is the input and here you see this is the output. Now we can verify by going to our social media accounts whether the post has been created. Let us check the Facebook pages first. See here the post has been created, and then let us check the Instagram for business. You see this has been created just now with the image, and then the article is here. Then let us check the X social media account. Here you can see the article has been posted, and finally we can check our LinkedIn social media account. You can see I got a notification just now, and then here we can see our article has been posted. Click on this one. This is our social media post. Congratulations, you built a social media posts automation workflow in Make that will save you huge amount of time. Bye until next video.